the earth and watch the stumbling at first and partially fix it all again. Time is cracked, the warning sirens have faded. It's coming, either hell above or heaven below. The board has been set, your bed has been made. Lying edge, as you realize you can't eat your money. It is not sure.
Hello everybody and welcome to COEW Wrestling episode 2 of season 4, and we are back this week for some more top tier matches. Sorry for my cough, that is very unprofessional of me. But here tonight we have opening the show in a hardcore match due to last week. 204 pounds. And the absolute psychopath Edward P123 entering into the ring. As I was saying before, I accidentally almost cut off the announcer. Edward P123 has been ordered by COEW Wrestling Management due to the backstage brawl last week between him and CM Punk. Both men, different sides of the card, are going to be wrestling in hardcore matches as a punishment from COEW Wrestling Management for the brutal attack backstage, as we do not condone those violences. And Edward P123 starting off the show by himself, ready and pumped up, as, you know, hardcore matches is his specialty. And if you checked out COEW Wrestling's social medias, you would know who this would be, as Birmingham told management, look, send me in there. Send me in to fight this man. And Byrne got the green light from it. Byrne wanted this match more than anyone in the backstage locker room. He asked management, like I have already said, and he said, like, listen, I need to beat some respect into this man. I need to full on, like, get vengeance. And Byrne and Edward have fought in COEW Wrestling in the past, and it was a brutal affair. And seeing Byrne not with the tag titles anymore, he lost that the last time we saw him at the special show at Empire's Revival. Byrne wants to get a win, and this is his first singles match since the tag run as well, in a while. So could Byrne get the win here and beat Edward, or will Edward just again be in his hardcore element and secure the victory? We do not know. These two have had beef before. Byrne is a very different man to what Edward has fought in the past. And the referee ringing that bell, both men going in for a collar and elbow tie-up, and Byrne immediately going in for a neck breaker straight to the neck of Edward P123, taking him down to the ring with a few punches now. Byrne, belly to belly takedown, going in for the cover immediately, 1 count. Edward quickly kicking out there. Taking a pinfall cover now, you may think is useless, but it's wearing down the opponent, taking down their energy because they have to use their power to get you off of them. And Edward immediately getting out of the corner and just scraping the boot across the face, and then a quick boot to the skull of Byrne. And Edward now trying to get back into this fight, trying to stay on top of things, trying to take things to the ground, booting Byrne in the face, and immediately going after the joint manipulation. Edward, again, no men at the moment have gone to the outside to get weapons. That is probably fair enough, but that is allowed. There is no disqualification, there's no countouts. And what is Edward now doing? Locking up the arms there. A quick elbow strike straight to the back of the head of Byrne, trying to knock some sense into him. Probably give him a concussion before a double stomp straight to the chest. Going in for the cover as his own one, and a kick out one. Byrne defiantly kicking out again. And then Byrne quickly with a back grapple, going in for a carrying move, dragging him across the ring before slamming him lower back first into the turnbuckle. You may think that that doesn't really do much, but the only thing between the padding and the turnbuckle is just a metal ring. Like, it is not great to land back first into them. It's still very painful. Byrne looking for the legs, trying to go after them a little bit, and no wrenching on that knee. Trying to make sure the knee injury, by the way, we need to do some quick updates for COEW Wrestling for certain superstars. Edward P13 is not injured. He is medically cleared to compete tonight, as you can clearly see, and not wearing a knee brace. We thought that was going to be an issue last week, since CM Punk did target it with the shovel, but Edward P13 still coming in this. Whether he's 100% or not is a different question entirely, but he's not injured. He has not got a knee brace that he needs to wear in order to compete here tonight. It's not medically accepted. Now, a Burn looking for a quick chokehold, trying to take down Edward a little bit, but Edward quickly throwing Burn into the corner, looking in for the Enziguri into the corner, but quickly missing there. And now Burn quickly with a slamming the head down into the canvas, going down underneath to get a weapon. Our first weapon in this hardcore match. And wait a minute, Edward going in for a springboard spiral tap there, and missing between Burn now trying to go to the outside with his own dive. Both men missing, getting into the ring before they ever can land it, and a quick backdrop driver, back suplex, like a swinging back suplex from Burn to Edward, and a kick out at 2, almost wearing down RP 1-2-3, but quickly Burn stomping on the spine, stomping on the face, and now looking for a big splash. Edward quickly getting out of dodge there. And as I want to elaborate earlier what I said in the match, Burn is a complete different wrestler. He used to have that McDonald's only diet, quickly with a springboard cutter in the ring, taking down Burn, and then immediately going in for the back and the joints again. Burn is a different wrestler than what he was before. Burn was on that McDonald's only diet, as you may have known in COEW Wrestling, but now he has gone off the McDonald's. He has gone in the gym. He's got some muscle on him, and has been trying his best to, like, you know, and preach betterment of the body. Like, maybe not going as far as he has with his physique, but is like trying to do healthy styles, and like he is a lot different wrestler than he was before. And even then, Edward just victimizing this man. Edward not really changing that much. Not saying that like he hasn't adapted or anything that has gotten better, but Edward is the same wrestler. He's the same wrestler who likes to use weapons, who likes to do as much damage as possible, likes to make people bleed in every match, likes to put people in a dangerous situation all the time. And he hasn't changed much in that style at all. So, while Burn may have the advantage here of knowing what to expect, even though that is kind of difficult, it's also like Edward needs to adapt to what he knows before. He needs to adapt to this new style of Burn. And Burn immediately looking for the finish here. Deep 6 down into the canvas. Could this be at 1? And only a kick out 1. Like, again, that move was what Burn used in the past. And Edward immediately kicking out at 1. Burn immediately going to the outside after kicking him in the head. Looking for a ladder. Trusty ladder. The crowd chanting, "We want tables." And a quick Enziguri straight to the head whilst he was trying to get the ladder. I think Edward took the worst of that, landing on the ladder, trying to stop Burn from getting it. And a quick drop kick, and again, landing on the ladder there. Edward sacrificing his own body to try to take down Burn, but Burn managing to stand tall. And now Burn looking for an armbar attempt, looking for a signature armbar, but a slight modification there, grabbing hold of the leg as well, making sure that he cannot crawl to the ropes. And Burn letting go there, probably sensing that there wasn't going to be a tap out. Now trying to smash the head. Not on the ladder, but very close to it. Going in for the cover here. 1, 2. A kick out at 2 from Edward P13, but slight exhaustion there. Burn just needs to stay on top of Edward P13, and he could get the win here. And a quick bin to the back. Trash can and all. Burn taunting with the crowd. Edward slowly getting up to his feet. Quick overhand strike straight to the head. Edward rolls through. And a quick comeback by the looks of it. 2 forearms going underneath. Pele kick. Trying to get some fight back in this match. And a quick trash can straight to the back of the head. Moonsault quickly reversed. And now Byrne looking for the splash. And he lands it, but quick ankles into the ladder there. Byrne getting the trash can now. And throwing it onto Edward. Byrne's actual side of his face has been gashed open. Immediately there is a weak spot, a target for Edward P123. And that is not good. I repeat, that is not good. And now what is Edward planning to do? Ducking underneath the clothesline, running back round. The trash can seems to stop whatever the plan was. And quickly Edward P123 throwing him to the outside. Going to the outside being Edward's element. Probably the most place that Edward will be comfortable in. And quickly gouging the cut right there. Back to the camera so we can't see it. But like, gouging the cut and a quick stomp to the back of the neck. When Edward sees blood, he targets the blood. And you know what? That is a good strategy. You go for the bleeding parts. You make them bleed more. Make them more exhausted. Make sure that they can't get up. And that's what he probably needs to do in this match. Because, quite frankly, this has been an even encounter for these both men. Like, oh, and immediately stomping down on the chest. Brutality at its finest. Yeah, both of these men have been sort of equal. Both men have hit their finish. Both men have taken their time in this match and are going for a death sentence immediately and going for the cover on the outside. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Both men still fighting after taking the onslaught between each other. The crowd chanting, "We are not worthy." And now grabbing a trash can inside the ring. Edward looking a bit frustrated here. Going up for the top rope. And double stomp off the top rope to the outside. That could be it. That could have broken some bones, some ligaments. I don't know. But yeah, that was it. The double stomp to the outside. I would not get up after that as well. His ribcage may have been broken right there. But Edward P123 getting the win here tonight in his punishment match. No fault to Byrne for trying, because that was brutal indeed. And that is a good way to start Open COEW Wrestling here tonight. After our first great match here tonight in COEW Wrestling Episode 2, we're now going into our tag team match. The Open Challenge laid out by the House of Black, aka the Kings of the Black Throne, which we've got to clarify some things. If I say the House of Black, that is the trio of Malachi Black as the leader, Brody King, who's coming out right now, and Buddy Matthews, who we haven't seen yet in COEW Wrestling. So maybe the House of Black isn't here, we don't know. But Buddy Matthews haven't been here yet. But the Kings of the Black Throne are the tag team within that faction of Malachi Black and Brody King, and the Kings of the Black Throne have issued an open challenge here tonight. After their win last week against Romano and Raffaello, they want to prove that they can still hang with the tag division. They can fight any tag team that steps up. Anybody who feels that they can step up to the 2-time world champion Malachi Black here tonight can put it onto the test if they want. But they feel like that anybody who steps up are foolish to beat them. And honestly, with how the match went last time, could be underestimating their opponents. That is a very high probability, since, you know, they did underestimate them last time. But they still got the win. Malachi with the experience in COEW Wrestling. Malachi being a multi-time champion in COEW Wrestling. Brody King, his debut was that he was a big fucker who wouldn't stay down and would absolutely brutalize people. Like, he is a fucking sadist at the best of times. And so now we're going into this next fight. Like, we already seen what the Kings of the Black Throne can do. Dante's Inferno, like The End, or Black Mass if you were here in the past. We can see how this goes. And coming out next in the Kings of the Black Throne is now Malachi Black. This always gives me chills. Malachi marching down to the ring, prepared as always. Could be that this could be like the big fight that we need. Out of Malachi and Brody King. Although they won last week, like, you gotta be thinking, if they win this week, and they keep on giving that winning momentum, they might be entitled to a tag title match in future. And I don't know how the tag team champions of DIY will handle the Kings of the Black Throne, but I would pay to watch that. That is something I will actively watch. Malachi entering into the ring. The crowd fully behind him as he looks out into the crowd at his people, wondering who will answer the call to arms, answering the open challenge here tonight. There is many of mysteries here tonight, and we don't know, like, at least, like, after this match, there's still an open, like, there's still mystery opponent selected, hand-selected by COEW Wrestling Management for CM Punk. And also, we don't know who, like, Sparkle chose as their tag partner. So we will find out later. But for now, we're gonna go and see how this does. And this is new. Oh. A quick little freeze there. And it is the debuting here tonight is Dinkle. Dinkle being part of the COEW Wrestling training ground. At the same time working in the training facilities, been trained by people like Kurt Angle and along the and a few others. Sorry that my speech is getting messed up here. This is the first time seeing Dinkle, and Dinkle commanding authority right now, marching down to the ring. And who is Dinkle's partner? We need to find out who that is. I think I know who it is from those lights earlier, because we have seen them twice before this season. It is the Jester and the Dinkle. Or the Jester and Dinkle walking down the ring. Hopefully there is no pyro. Like, we need to cut the map. Every time that happens, it makes me think that there's like an attack happening on a building and we need to evacuate. The fire marshal's probably pissed at us again one more time. But the Jester and Dinkle tag teaming up here tonight against the Kings of the Black Throne. Jester not really getting that many wins, however, been on a fighting effort both times. Maybe a tag team with Dinkle, who is debuting here tonight, could be the answer to his current predicament of not winning some matches. But we will see soon, as Malachi and Brody King are not really that phased on the outside, and Dinkle, like, we don't know how this is gonna be. Like, Dinkle could be friends with them. I don't know why Dinkle is in this tag match. Maybe, just, who knows? But at the moment, it is Brody King and Dinkle starting the match, and Dinkle with an overhand right hooks, jab, and then a clothesline taking down Brody King, the big beefy son of a bitch. Brody King still got that height advantage, still got that weight advantage, I was about to say, before immediately being exploded over the head like it's nothing. And Dinkle actually working on Brody King a lot more than I expected. And immediately targeting the head with them knuckle sandwiches. And then a flurry of stomps on top of it. Dinkle trying to get that COEW Wrestling prowess in, trying to get like a first impression, make a name for themselves. And you know what? That is actually working a lot, because they are manhandling Brody King. This was something that not even like Raphael and Romano could handle. And at the moment, Dinkle is all over this. This is all one-sided. Dinkle going in for the grapple again, trying to cut off the corner, but Brody King finally snapping out of whatever the fuck was going on and is now getting in some offense of his own. Hurricanrana! Hurricanrana takedown right there. And now we are Going in, quick clothesline takedown for another clothesline. And another one. Now quickly going over. Going up for a backdrop suplex onto Dingle. Brody King now finally getting in his momentum. Trying to get in with this. Oh, go around. Quick punch to the gut. Throws down and into a big boy senton. Brody King starts getting going. He's getting going. And then now immediately stomp onto the shoulder. Trying to dislocate something. Malachi Black quickly getting the tag in. I realize my volume is messed up. I was like, yeah, hello. Hang on. Messing with volume stuff at the moment. But now we're back here and a quick drop down again. And now quickly going in for a drop into the power slam. And tagging in the Jester right now. Going in for the Hurricane Runner into the canvas. Going in for the cover. One. Kick out one. Stomps to the arm. Jester immediately targeting Malachi Black. If Jester or Dinkle can pin Malachi Black, that would do so much for their careers. Kick to the spine. Malachi quickly getting up. And then looking for a springboard moonsault, which he lands. Malachi going back round, going throw. Jester into the corner. Now going up top immediately with a strike to the kidneys there. And immediately stomping on the face right there of Jester, hanging him over the corner. Not really good. And immediately a strike to Dinkle. Malachi again taking out the competition, taking out the Arrow Man on the corner. And Brody King doing some harm to Jester on the outside. Both of these men taking the rules and bending them a bit. And now quickly overhand toss into the canvas. We apologize for me messing with audio midway through the show. I realized that my settings were not correct, so apologies if that was weird. Quick knees to the gut. And then again looking for the same knees, but Jester getting out of the way. Malachi going to the well too many times, and Jester quickly with a springboard bulldog, taking out Malachi Black. Quick elbow straight to the back. Now looking into tagging Dinkle. Dinkle getting that tag in. Dinkle looking to grab Malachi's legs real quick, looking to wrench out of his socket maybe? No, quick knee strike straight to the knees. The knees that failed to hit Jester earlier. Malachi clutching them knees. And that was probably a bad idea. And Dinkle, inexperienced, cost him right there with a leapfrog curb stomp onto Dinkle, taking him down, and only a 1 count right there. Now going in for a suplex. Brainbuster. Now going in for a stomp on the arm. And now going to lift him back up. Going in for a kick to the gut. Dragon looking in for a submission hold attempt. Kick to the gut. Spinning knee strike. Taking out Dinkle. That could have been a knockout right there. Only a 1 count now. A quick flurry of strikes there. Trying to get into this. Trying to have a fighting spirit. Thrown into the corner and a double team move. And just with a kick to the gut on Malachi. Quick forearm strike. Throwing Dinkle into the corner. Going in for a double. Not Dinkle. Malachi. I apologize. But Jester, again, showing that fighting spirit, showing that Jester will put everything on the line to get the upper hand in this. And Dinkle also showing that fire a little bit. The combination of kicks with the enziguri. And Jester looking for something in the corner. Quick! I don't even know what I call that move. I don't want to call it the Pussy Destroyer, but like a quick cartwheel into like sitting on Malachi, and then a quick drop kick to Brody King's head. Brody King breaking up that pinfall and suffering the consequences of it real quick. Trying to snap that jaw a little bit, trying to weaken the big man. Malachi getting back into this, and again Jester trying to land those combination of kicks, and just Malachi trying to get out of it, but then Jester having a follow-up in case if that happened. Malachi trying to get to the outside. Dinkle with a forearm though, taking down Malachi to the outside of the ring. Jester with a dive as well. This is going pandemonium. And a quick drop kick from the inside. Malachi going after Dinkle, while Jester's going after Brody King. And Malachi doing a dive, but coming up just a little bit short there. All Jester needs to do is get Malachi in the ring, and get the victory. And then he's made a proper name for himself. He's always been in this fighting spirit, in this fighting zone, that it is possible for him to win. And we have seen the most trouble that these two men have been in. 7 count by the referee. Could this be a count out victory right now? Dinkle being tagged in. Malachi needs to get in that ring right now, right this second. 9 count by the ref, almost a count out there, but Dinkle following up with a clothesline, taking down Malachi Black. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness! Dinkle and Jester both getting their first win. Dinkle in their debut, getting a win there. High fives all around against Kings of the Black Throne, and pinning a former world champion in Malachi Black. Congratulations to these two. Jester getting his first victory, and Dinkle getting his debut victory here tonight by beating a world champion, or a former 2-time world champion. After both matches that have been incredible so far, and the win going to Jester and Dinkle, it is now time for our next match here tonight, a 5-way women's match, and we're already seeing, well, the announcer already getting my job for me. Well, the Unseen Demon coming out here tonight, looking for a win here. Unseen debuting on COEW Wrestling Empire Revival. Not getting the win there, but is looking to try to get the win here. And the spiked elbow pads, I don't know how legal those are. Like, that could genuinely like cut someone open if you just elbow them. But I'm not management. I'm not the people who allow these foreign objects in the ring. But the Unseen Demon looking to get the victory tonight, and marching along the side of the ring, ready to compete here tonight, along with 4 other women's wrestlers. As she is warming up, we got our next contestant coming out here tonight. It is Loki. Loki being probably one of my favorites to win this whole match, as Loki has been a dominant force in COEW Wrestling for a while now. And I think Loki also getting a win, if I remember correctly. Someone could fact check me on this. Getting the win on COEW Wrestling Empire Revivals. Actually, no, she didn't, because I remember what that match was. Scratch that, you can get that rid of it. That was Dakota Kai winning the number 1 contenders match for the Women's Championship, which will be happening next week, might I add, against Sparkle Siren. Dakota Kai getting that victory over Loki and Unseen. So Loki wanting to get a victory, probably back in the books, you know, after losing the title and then losing this match. It's probably important to her to get some wins going. But now we have another wrestler coming in, and it is Rhea Ripley, and Rhea just staring down. Rhea having limited success in COEW Wrestling. And the Eradicator.
The Judgment Day. From Adelaide, Australia, Rhea.
I don't know how much of the Judgment Day she's representing, but like, Rhea is here tonight and has made considerable improvements since the last time that she's been on COEW Wrestling. New attitude and all. The fans just said that, and Rhea just turned over being like, what the fuck? But Rhea Ripley ready for a fight under any case. The lights seem to be going slightly out every now and then. And like, I know I haven't said much, but like Rhea's accomplishments since the last time that she's been on COEW Wrestling, she's now a multi-time world champion in other companies, and like, I think that like this could be a good standing point for Rhea Ripley. And now Bianca Belair also coming out, been on COEW Wrestling before with limited success. So we will see how this goes. I'm just now thinking of like Rhea Ripley versus like Bianca Belair versus Loki now, or like in the now thing, because like when we talk about like wrestlers adapting to new styles or stuff, while I wouldn't say that they've adapted to new styles, they have bettered themselves. They have changed in some way to evolve in this industry, and I could see either of these people probably challenging for the title. And I wouldn't complain. We're gonna see how a lot of these wrestlers probably are like prepared or like willing to go to extra lengths to get championships, and you know, tough competition. But a person making their debut here in COEW Wrestling tonight is Chris Statlander. She says it is Saturday night, and the pyro going off around her. Chris Statlander marching down to the ring, ready to throw some hands. Having knee braces and all on the legs. Ready for a fight. The COEW Wrestling crowd has been cheering on Chris Statlander. Chris Statlander has been a former champion in as the TBS champion. Has been against main event stars such as Mercedes Moné, and also like Jade Cargill. Has possibly like has beaten Jade Cargill I think like twice. So this could be a great match for them. And now we're gonna see who wins. Now this is not elimination. I will point out it's not an elimination 5-way. It's the first to get the first full. So this will be a bit tricky for any of these women. But I have faith that someone will win, because that is the whole point of this match. It just may take a bit if they're not prepared. And so far, everybody's just throwing each other all over the place. Chris Statlander targeting Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair, probably two of the most improved wrestlers in this match. Unseen Damon just seemingly going after anyone. And Chris Statlander, well, I've already mentioned Chris Statlander. Chris Statlander showing off athletics right there, for going into a suplex neckbreaker combo by Loki. In the experience game part, Chris Statlander, maybe Rhea Ripley, both have the upper hand in out of everyone in this. But if we're talking about experience in COEW Wrestling in these sorts of matches, it's probably Loki. And Loki being the brawler she is, she will fight anybody to get into that top spot position that she feels that is owed. While the Unseen Daemon trying to go after Loki, not forgetting of their last encounter at Empire Revival. Quickly being shoved off. Now Bianca Belair taking down the Unseen Daemon. Now quick stomp to the back of the head. Quick tackle down to the canvas. Bianca Belair looking for a big splash. On the outside, Rhea Ripley taking on Chris Statlander there, taken down with an elbow strike, I think off camera, but going in for a cover, 1 count, and Rhea Ripley immediately going back into the ring. As soon as when that pinfall attempt was heard, everybody heard that noise of the referee's hand slapping that mat and was like, no, we ain't having that happening. And a burning hammer, more of the knockoff burning hammer, straight into the canvas. Proper burning hammers, you land them on the neck. That wasn't really on the neck there. Now going in for the cover. Not in the cover, but taken down. Rhea Ripley maybe looking for the riptide there, but being thrown into the corner instead. The announce table being taken apart right now. And I thought, well, it was about to be put through the announce table, but that did not happen. Looking for a Russian leg sweep takedown. Again, looking for them stiff strikes. Power slam straight into the canvas. Loki taking down the Unseen Daemon to the outside. Looking to backdrop on the apron. On like the apron corners right there. Chris Statlander hitting. I don't even know if I should call it a Fisherman Buster. Like what to call it. Like that move was sickening. And now we're breaking up the cover. Immediately saving Chris Statlander if that was it. Rhea just now trying to pulverize people. On the outside, tombstone pile driver in the middle of the ring. Onto Rhea, going in for the cover here, but Bianca going in the ring, and also Loki. Loki with some stiff hooks, some stiff strikes, maybe a quick judo throw over, and now Bianca Belair seemingly going after everyone she possibly can. Rhea Ripley looking for the riptide on Loki, nailing it in the canvas, but everybody breaking up the pinfall. Quick uppercut, double underhook, pout, takedown. Rhea Ripley watching Bianca Belair doing the squats before a suplex onto the kendo stick right there a little bit. And a quick takedown. Rhea Ripley looking at Bianca Belair, looking at an easy target. Both women are the only women in the ring. The KOD being dropped head first, looking in for the cover right here. Could Chris Statlander break up the pin? Yes, it was. And that is the problem with these matches. You gotta be mindful of all of them. And I think a sledgehammer just got introduced and whacked it into Chris Statlander's abdomen. But Chris, standing up like a boss, immediately going back into position, trying to make sure that this does not get even more hairier than it needs to be. Quick kick to there. A sledgehammer to the spine right there. Bianca Belair using the hammer to take out every single woman in this match. Every single wrestler is now down into the canvas. And now quick suplex from the kneeling position. And now quickly Loki looking for the leg chop here, but quickly the Unseen Daemon looking for the cover, a kick out at 2, immediately not going in for the pinfall, again breaking up the pin. However, I think Rhea did actually kick out. I could be mistaken from a positioning from the monitors at the moment. But Chris Statlander needs to stop showing off a little bit here. Listen, you got muscles, I know all that, but what you need to do is you need to get the fucking win. So please focus on the match, Chris. And a quick deep 6, we have seen that earlier on tonight. 1, and a kick out at 1. Rhea with a stomp to the back of the head. And now looking for the riptide onto Loki with the sledgehammer being introduced. And now going in for the cover there, but that didn't really work. So I think the hammer hit the back of the head of Rhea Ripley, who is somehow still standing. Rhea going in for a power slam, showing off the physique. Rhea got the power advantage. Bianca Belair probably is an all-rounded superstar in this match. The Unseen Daemon probably the most unpredictable one. Loki being a brawler. Chris Statlander, like, I would say probably the more agile one, surprisingly, in this match, because Chris Statlander uses power and strength as well. And again, now going in for a quick finish here tonight, landing that move down, going in for the pinfall here. Is it a pinfall? I can't see what's going on. The cameraman is not showing it. I think Rhea was trying to land something there. And a quick chop or an elbow strike straight to the face, and Rhea just taking out Chris Statlander. I think that was a green mist on the outside. No, it was blue on the outside onto Bianca Belair, who is now blinded by the mist. Bianca Belair able to see. Bianca now having to fight with vision being impaired. It's slowly getting off the face, but still nonetheless. Chris using some of them flashy moves to get behind Bianca Belair, looking for an inverted power slam onto the sledgehammer. Rhea Ripley now stomping down on the hand, stomping at the bit, and now quick going in for the finish there, but not really working out too kind. Looking for the power slam into the leg drop combo, but it always keeps like getting interrupted. KOD potentially with a riptide from Rhea Ripley off screen. Loki immediately getting up over the riptide, and Bianca Belair, I don't think Rhea Ripley has noticed yet, going in for the cover off of Rhea's finisher and a kick, and not even a kick out, just a break up the pinfall at the last possible second. Rhea Ripley trying her best to get the winner. Bianca Belair is a bit distracted. The referee not counting the pinfall right there at all. Referee, what the fuck are you doing? There could have been some controversy here tonight. Some deep controversy happening because of that referee not doing their job. And now Bianca Belair on the outside looking in for a quick move. But quickly with Cradle looking in for a roll up. 1, 2, and a kick. No, rolling through there by Bianca Belair, but quickly getting out of dodge, looking for a power slam of her own. Quickly, not Jade Cargill, Chris Statlander going after the legs, and the Unseen going after the arms right here. 2 candlesticks are on the outside, and Rhea looking to smash the face of Loki on the announce table right there. Now going for the stomp to the back. Rhea Ripley from behind. What has Rhea got planned? Rhea throwing into the back ropes, now locking in some of them arm, like elbow strikes straight to the shoulder. Getting that sledgehammer. And now quickly looking like I don't know what was happening there. Like, is that like a pinfall or submission? I don't get what Chris Statlander is trying to do. All 5 women back in the ring at this point in time in COEW Wrestling. Going in for a cover. And it could be anybody's game still. Now going after the very thin arms of the Unseen Demon. Clothesline takedown, immediately going behind. Looking for a quick drop down from the electric chair position. Nails it. Quick super kick. Slamming the head into the canvas. Going in for the pinfall here. Only Bianca Belair, and Bianca Belair is dazed. Rhea Ripley could get the win, and she does. The Unseen didn't know what was going on. Bianca was too dazed to do anything, and Rhea getting the victory in this 5-way women's match, which was incredible. Congrats to everybody for being a part of this match. We welcome you back here tonight on COEW Wrestling, and it is time. Well, I would like to take over from you. It is the COEW Wrestling Flyweight Championship match here tonight, with our winner of the 8-man Battle Royal last week, Tyler Bate, coming out first. Big, strong boy Tyler Bate walking down the ramp here tonight to get applause from the crowd, waving to everybody after putting in one hellacious effort. And we gotta talk about history real quick here, because like this match, although it is just a match that came from a battle royal, an 8-man battle royal, and now it's immediately a title match, you could look at its surface level as it just being that. But we got to talk about the history of Tyler Bate versus Pete Dunne. Tyler Bate being part of British Strong Style, being a part of Mustache Mountain. Tyler Bate was in a team with the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. Was a part of Mustache Mountain. Was a part of, you know, being close friends with the Bruiserweight that we're going to see fight later on. In the company with the 3 letters, they were in the inaugural tournament for the UK Championship in that company, and Tyler Bate won it by beating Pete Dunne. Shortly after, in Chicago, Pete Dunne beat Tyler Bate in one of the best matches of probably both of their careers, like the one that put them both like over with the American audience, being Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate, and Pete won, and Pete then became one of the longest reigning champions in that year, and so on forth. And since then, they got back together, being part of British Strong Styles. They have fought against each other multiple times. They have teamed with each other multiple times. They are friends that can be honest and open with each other. And this fight right now, the Flyweight Championship being on the line, is one of those times where they are facing against each other, but they have so much respect for each other. They know each other inside out. They know what the strengths and weaknesses of each other are, and both have won against each other in many different respects. Pete might be more vicious, may use underhand tactics, may even like go the extra mile normally, but Tyler Bate knows how to cancel that. Tyler Bate has gone through the storm of Pete Dunne and has turned up at the other side holding gold and like holding on to the championships and defending them. So I can see right now Tyler Bate winning this title that Pete Dunne has held for such a long time. And likewise, I can see Pete Dunne beating Tyler. And now the Flyweight Championship on the line, being shown right there.
Introducing the challenger from Dudley, England, weighing in at 175 pounds, Tyler Bate.
Tyler Bate getting an introduction from the announcer.
From Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, the Action Light Heavyweight Champion, the Bruiser, Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne looking out at the crowd. Pete winning the title, like the championship match, immediately in the ladder match, like just faster than the entrances. Pete wants to keep this belt. He is dead set on making sure that nobody takes that title off of him. And honestly, that is a fair strategy. That is probably the best strategy that you can have whenever doing this. Just aim for the victory. And my advice to both men is that, like, you know each other inside out. Do not fall into the same traps that other people have before. And Pete Dunne lunging at Tyler Bate, not giving him a second to even think or breathe, just immediately going after him and targeting the arms, trying to make sure to disable the Tyler driver. Again, like I've said, making sure that they know each other inside out. You gotta have that double unhook, power, strength, using the arms to lift your opponent into the Tyler driver. And that's what Pete Dunne is doing. He is taking that away from Tyler Bate. And as you can see, like, Pete just going in as fast as he can, taking down Tyler, snapping the arms, and keeping Tyler Bate grounded. That is the way that Pete Dunne could get this match done. But as you can see, technical wrestling be damned, because both of them are equally matched, in my opinion, in the technical wrestling. They both went to the same wrestling school. They've both been trained in the British, like, grappling style. And Tyler now going to the outside and just launching Pete around, and the referee not counting yet, but there you go, there was a single count. I was about to question why the referee was doing fuck all, but we're now going into this, and we could have a new champion here tonight if Pete loses. And honestly, Tyler being the Flyweight Champion does fit. And now Tyler Bate looking for a submission on the outside. Submission holds on the outside will not count, but it does wear out the opponent. And again, the pump handle, bitter end, as it's called. Like, that move will probably be coming into handy. And again, it uses the arm strength. It uses having to be positioned, has to use power in order to lift up your opponent. If you can't lift up your opponent, you are fucked in this sort of scenario. Because it takes out one of their best weapons. Pete, however, still managing to fight back in this, quickly dropping on the ropes, going after the side stomp to the leg tendon right there. Never stomp to the ankle. A turnover. Now looking to smash the knees into the canvas. Probably right there. And the knees not doing so well. Quickly with a kick up. Tyler Bate throwing Pete into the ropes. Duck down underneath. Getting up. Jump over. And a quick toss over the head. 1, 2. No, only a 1 count. Only a 1 count from 2 Pete. And you know what? That is fair enough. It's only just the start of this. It's only just wearing down the limbs of each other. But it is important to know like what limbs they are attacking, what like core muscles they are targeting to make sure that they can secure the victory. Pete Dunne being thrown to the outside. And Tyler looking to hype himself up real quick. Looking backwards and forwards, rebounding off the ropes before a suicide dive onto the outside, driving Pete Dunne into the barricade right there. This is awesome by the crowd. This was the same chant that I had in Chicago many, many, many years ago. Tyler Bate was a champion in the company with the 3 layers at the age of 19. He won a whole tournament at the age of 19. Both men are older now. Both men are more experienced than they were before. So you've got to be thinking that this could be a good sign for Tyler. It could be a good sign for Pete, using the experience that they have got over. Quickly with a double underhook suplex there, overhead. And a good little bridge there as well for the pinfall. Using a British wrestling style, quick and secure in the corner to wear down each other. Making sure that each other cannot use their normal movesets against each other. Pete trying to go after the legs there, using the ropes. Referee could break it up there. Trying to damage them tree trunk legs, them power. Because like another thing was like picking up, you gotta have core strength. You gotta have the ability to stand on your legs. If you try to lift someone up for a powerbomb and your legs give out, then you're fucked. Like, you gotta make sure that your limbs can't give out. So targeting different parts of the limbs, although I said that targeting your arms would probably be a great thing to start with. The legs are equally as important too. And a quick righteous DDT from Tyler Bate. Dropping Pete on his head. Pete needing to go for a breather on the outer side of the ring, trying to make sure that Tyler cannot just pin him off the bat, but quickly stunner over the ropes, taking him down. And Tyler going up to the top rope. Pete getting up on top of his feet. Tyler Bate doing a jumping crossbody to the outside. We already seen that move from the top rope to the outside can be really devastating from the height difference from the double stomp earlier tonight. Could this be happening right now? Going in for a quick grapple. Going out underneath, and Tyler Bate looking for an inverted Boston Crab move right here. Pete, while the back may be hurting a little bit more, it is still Pete getting out there in the 4 count by the ref. Both men need to get in the ring, and I think that is what Pete Dunne is trying to do. Quickly getting in the ring through the ropes and meeting Tyler Bate in there. Going around back, looking for a quick throw into the ropes. Going under, going over, and then never... Oh, a headbutt there! It's just a pop-up headbutt from Pete Dunne. And Pete showing off into the crowd whilst Tyler Bate is in the lower part of the corner. Getting breath back. The referee stopped the running momentum. Could have bought Tyler Bate time there. The referee needs to get his shit together. That's not 2 times that this could have gone wrong. A quick punch to the nose of Pete Dunne. In this back and forward strike. And Pete Dunne launching his own strike. And Tyler Bate outstriking Pete Dunne. That was a fucking gnarly... Oh, Jesus, Pete is bleeding. I don't know if that's from the nose or not. Spiral tap down into the canvas. Going in for the pinfall here. 1, 2. A kick out of 2. Pete Dunne is bleeding from those strikes exchanged. Tyler Bate with a quick flip getting some of that energy in the crowd behind Mr. Tyler Bate. And Tyler Bate now looking for the airplane spin probably, but quickly Pete Dunne shuts that down. That doesn't look like it's bleeding from the eyes, but more of the cheek / orbital bone may have been fractured. We don't know, but Pete Dunne is bleeding as we are speaking right now. Underneath the hair a little bit, you can see that it's like a little bit of a splash there. Probably the cheek area being busted open from that shot with the hook in that striking exchange. And again now Pete Dunne, after being busted open, that blood fuels the wrestler. It gives you adrenaline. It gives you that surge of energy after being cut open. You can feel it, but also it drains you quickly. If you're bleeding too much, it's covering the eye. It will hide the face a little bit more than it needs to, and like that could be a bad sign. And now Tyler again getting into the corner, going in for an enziguri, and that is an actual busted open nose. That is in between the nose. I just seen that. It is very hard to like show it on camera, but like yeah. And wait a minute. Oh, Pete Dunne landing the better end. Not the better one, the better one. And beating Tyler Bate with it, using the big moves. Tyler Bate's nose is definitely fucked. And now we can see the cut, but Pete Dunne getting the win here tonight. Yeah, that looks like a cut either on the eyebrow or the eye socket, and it is bleeding heavily here tonight. But congratulations Pete Dunne for getting the win, and Tyler Bate putting in one hell of an effort there, but the Bruiserweight is still your flyweight champion. After that hellacious match between those two superstars, Tyler Bate managing to walk out on his own. Doctors are tending to both Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate backstage for the blood, but we're now going into a match which should have blood, and it will be a bloody affair. It is going to be CM Punk's hardcore punishment match from the COEW Wrestling Management, which we don't know who's fighting him still. We don't know. We know that COEW Wrestling has secured an opponent. They went through negotiations to secure who it is, and CM Punk coming out with that hardcore championship. The crowd chanting CM Punk here tonight. Fully behind the Punkster. It is clobbering time indeed.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
And the COEW Wrestling Hardcore Champion.
Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds. The Action Hardcore Champion, CM Punk.
CM Punk in his debut winning a title immediately on a special show is crazy to think about, because we didn't think CM Punk would ever wrestle in COEW Wrestling or in wrestling at a time period, and now he's here winning gold, showing why he is the best in the world, showing that he is proud to be the hardcore champion. And after that backstage brawl, COEW Wrestling Management said, listen, you both cannot brawl like this. This is unacceptable. And said to CM Punk, look, you're going to have a mystery opponent here tonight as a punishment in a hardcore match. The title is not on the line. Though some people would argue that that would probably be a good idea. So even if CM Punk loses this match, the title's not on the line. But whoever wins could get a shot at the title by beating CM Punk. And we're going to see who management thought would be a good match against Punk, and who should be facing Punk after his actions last week. And it is the Switchblade Jay White, and the Jay White coming out here tonight, and I don't know what's going on with his facial hair hit there.
220 pounds. The Witchblade Jay White.
Jay White marching down to the ring, ready for a fight and all. I think it's the lighting making his beard a little bit, a little bit wonky. But Jay White not being actually on COEW Wrestling Empire Revival, and a bit salty about that, saying like, if you want to have one of the best COEW Wrestling shows, you should have put in the best wrestler on the show. You should have put in King Switch. And Jay White has accomplishments in this show, has been proven to be one of the competitors that takes people to the challenge. Usually sneaky, slimy bastard. And now it is time for Jay White versus CM Punk. And CM Punk going in for the springboard, but failing immediately. I don't know what the plan is there, but Jay White going after CM Punk, not taking CM Punk lightly. And then immediately side Russian leg sweep, takedown, and launching into the toe on the face. What I would suggest for Jay White is that Jay White would keep the action in the ring, or just to wear out CM Punk, make him exhausted. And as I say that, Jay White going to the outside here. And that is the plan. Jay White not having the grey facial hair now that we saw earlier. Again, probably trick of the lights. Quick just spinal kicks right there. To CM Punk. 2 count by the referee. And Jay White saying, look at the money. Spitting on CM Punk there. Before landing an elbow strike straight onto like the chest, I think. Being disrespectful as always. Jay White being lifted up. And being thrown around the ringside area. 7 count by the referee. Jay White getting in the ring. Not Jay White, CM Punk with a weapon. And Jay White disarming CM Punk. And Jay White quickly with a suplex down into the canvas. And Jay White has been in hardcore scenarios. He has been in hardcore matches. Jay White knows how these matches go in Corvette Wrestling. He has had the experience in them. And, like, for at least CM Punk needs to just go and do what he did against other people on 2-3. He needs to not let Jay White get ahead of himself. And Jay White being cocky right now, not helping his case. It seems like White might be taking things slow, taking things at his pace. After all, he thinks that this is his era. Quick shot with the kendo stick, going in again one more time. CM Punk stopping that immediately. Punk putting Jay White on the ropes. And a quick knee strike onto Jay White whilst he was on the ropes. Now going after the knees of Bullet Club's gold leader. Kick to the leg. Going around back. Quick backbreaker to Jay White. Punk getting up Jay White. Going in for a quick slaps there. Spinning back fist. Almost time in MMA. Not taking down White. White eating like 2 combinations worth of those. And Punk going to the outside after throwing Jay White into the corner. What is Punk going on? Sledgehammer again. We saw that earlier on tonight. Going after the legs there. Punk just nailing Jay White with the weapons. This is something that Jay White does not want to deal with. Punk having weapons against him. Quickly will drop down onto testicles right there. Throwing Jay White into the corner. Jay White answering back with throwing CM Punk into the corner. And quickly Jay White looking for an exploder into the corner right there. To gain some momentum back in this fight. 1, 2. No, only a 1 count. Only a 1 count. Jay White immediately with an elbow strike straight to the head. Stomp to the arm. White trying to get CM Punk down, trying to wear him out. But CM Punk not like taking the bait. Punk knocking Jay around a little bit in the ring. White had the advantage at the start, but slowly swinging into CM Punk's favor. CM Punk being the one to have this match go the way it is. And a quick kendo stick shot into the corner. Jay White being backed into it, and I think that busted open Jay White. Kendo stick breaking and splintering across his head, and you can see the laceration on his forehead right there. From how hard the kendo stick hit him. Probably splinters all up in there as well. And White Snapdragon suplex into the canvas, trying to stop CM Punk. And CM Punk getting up again. White quickly with a net break of his own onto the sledgehammer. Going in for a cover now. I don't think that's going to be it. But again, still wearing on his opponent. 1 count by Jay White. Not Jay White, but like at this point. And Jay White looking to get some more offense in, targeting the side of the head of CM Punk. Quick elbow strike down to the canvas. And a quick elbow strike straight to the spine. Russian leg sweep takedown, and again attacking the jaw. Like Jay White just ground and pounding for the most part. And being disrespectful and spitting on him, which I do not condone. Quick hammer to the abdomen twice. CM Punk getting up. Looking to have some control over this, but it ain't happening. Now going around back. Pepsi twist! Taking down Jay White. Jay White bleeding more. Oh, and the quick elbow strikes to the face is not helping in his case. Quick kick to the chest right there. Punk with the hammer, looking for more weapons usage. Jay White with a drop kick of his own, something that we don't usually see. Jay White going to the top rope for a high-risk elbow drop. To Punk. 1, 2. A kick out of 2. Jay White trying to throw everything he can at CM Punk here tonight. And now using weapons of his own here. Taunting at Punk, telling him to get up, soldier. Drop kick of his own once again. Now they're going after the arms of Punk, trying to wrench out of its socket. We could be seeing the Blade Runner. Oh. Never mind, a quick explosive suplex. Possibly turning things around. Could this be it? 1, 2, 3. Jay White just gets the victory here tonight. Against CM Punk.
Here is your winner, the Witch Blade, Jay White.
Jay White getting the victory here tonight against CM Punk. And you gotta think, could this be putting him in contention against CM Punk for the COEW Wrestling Hardcore Championship? Jay White bleeding at the moment, showing off to the crowd. Congratulations to him for getting the victory here tonight. Now it's time for our tag team match here tonight. One of our ever tag team matches. It is hashtag DIY, the new COEW Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Defending those, and we're not even defending those titles, it's just them having a normal match here tonight against the former rivals in FTR.
The Action Tag Team Champions, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, DIY.
This match is going to go down like, I don't want to say go down crazily, but like Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano are a almost perfect tag team with each other. And they're now going to be teaming up again here tonight to be facing against another perfect team in FTR, their former rivals. They were called the Revival around the time. And while this isn't for the title, if you beat the tag team champions, that surely is going to put you in title contention. That's how that should work. And they are looking to not only beat the champions, but earn their way to get to the number one contendership, to get a title shot and prove why they are the best tag team in the world. And honestly, I could see that happening. Dax and Cash marching down to the ring. The fans are not even really split. They're cheering for everybody here tonight because both of these teams made magic against each other and make magic normally as well. And, you know, DIY managed to win the match to become tag team champions again. like, very soon. And both of these men ready to compete here tonight. And also another statistic is that FTR has not really been on COEW Wrestling that much. I think they have been in COEW Wrestling like on and off, like 1 or 2 appearances per season, but they haven't been here wrestling in like this match, in like these matches against these top tier superstars. So it is interesting to see what will happen in the scenario. And quickly, Dax and Tommaso Ciampa are starting 2 of the bold men in each team. And an uppercut trying to take down Tommaso Ciampa. And Tommaso Ciampa ain't having none of it. Immediately going after Dax, taking him to the canvas and scolding him for what he just tried to do. And then quickly thrown into the corner of DIY, looking for possibly a tag there. But Dax quickly with an elbow, getting out of the DIY's corner, trying to cut up the ring. Trying now to throw it into FTR's corner, where FTR is looking for a tag move. Nope, quickly just smashing the head into the turnbuckle there. And Dax now looking for an exploder on Ciampa into the corner. Ciampa being lifted up. Ciampa being thrown into the corner again. Looking for a double team move here. 2 of these teams are tag team experts. They know what they've been doing. They know what they have to do in order to secure the victory in these sorts of tag team volatile environments. And Johnny Gargano, a former multi-time world champion, former hardcore champion, first ever Grand Slam champion in COEW Wrestling, is now fighting to see if he's going to be able to beat Cash here. And Cash taking Johnny Gargano into the corner, looking for the tag immediately. And again, this is what FTR needs to do. They need to cut up the ring. They need to make sure that they stay on their side of the ring, which is what they do. FTR is very much a more technical based tag team wrestling. Like just a tag team wrestling that uses technical prowess and is more of an old school style of tag team thinking. Like how to wrestle and using tag moves and stuff. And DIY, more of the modern version of it. Like super kicks, using a lot of flashier moves, I guess, despite Tommaso Ciampa not really being flashy, but Johnny Gargano definitely so. Like, these are the more newer generation that are coming in there. Despite them both not being, like, older than, like, around the same age bracket. The fact is, both of them are, like, they both have different styles. They both take inspiration from different eras, and that's what's happening here. And now we have Cash trying to go down with a net breaker, trying to take down Tommaso Ciampa, and actually succeeding in doing so. FTR are getting most of the offense in, which is a lot more than I was expecting from the early goings. Leg drop across the throat, going in for a stomp. Tommaso Ciampa now being thrown into the corner again with another tag in happening. Ciampa looking to be again thrown into the ropes, into a backdrop driver from Cash Wheeler. Or not Cash, but Dax. And Dax now quickly launching in an assault on the chest and stomach. Russian leg sweep down to the canvas. Dax, oh quick, DDT on the apron. See, I just realized, I just looked over and Tommaso Ciampa just took out Cash. Dax now taking out Johnny Gargano. But Tommaso Ciampa just seemingly meeting him on the outside. A quick drop kick there. Didn't take out Ciampa. I don't think it connected properly. And immediately Ciampa looking for a net breaker on the outside to the bold man himself. Now quickly thrown over into the barricade there. Quickly inverted DDT. Ciampa, probably one of the more vicious people on DIY's team, has been a hardcore champion in COEW Wrestling as well. Knee straight to the face. So you gotta believe that Ciampa will be using that sort of viciousness to his advantage if he can. But Dax again trying to outsmart him, doing a spine buster there, looking for a double hook, pinfall, and kick out at 2. Johnny Gargano is not moving on the outside, and I don't know why, but we're more focused onto the match itself, going in for into the corner, and then immediately Dax going after the arms of Tommaso Ciampa. Looks like that he wants to tag in his partner, but like maybe he doesn't. Now looking for a quick dragon sleeper on the top rope, hanging him. That could have been a disqualification if the referee started counting, because that is technically a rope break. Johnny Gargano is still on the outside of the ring. I don't know what's happening there. We might need to get a doctor there. I don't know. But quickly, Tommaso Ciampa being pinned right now. Tommaso Ciampa doing all the leg work. Now going in for the arm wringer, trying to bend it down real quick. Stomp to the shoulder, trying to dislocate the elbow maybe. And now lifting up Tommaso Ciampa. Going to put him in the corner. Grapple. Immediately an exploder again in the corner by Cash. FTR getting a lot of offense in this fight against the tag team champions. And then quickly clothesline into the corner. Tommaso Ciampa fighting back as much as he can. Dax punching Tommaso Ciampa off. Tommaso Ciampa seemingly going after both men on his own, with his partner seemingly abandoning him. Nowhere to be seen still. Like, he's just standing there. Now Sharpshooter looking to be locked in here tonight. Will this get Johnny Gargano's, like, attention, I guess? But it looks like no. Johnny Gargano is still in the same spot, unmoving to this entire predicament. And now we're looking for possibly power and glory. Not brainbuster into a splash. Not power and glory. And now Dax looking for possibly the end here. Nope. Belly to belly from the corner into the center of the ring. Nails it. Johnny Gargano seems to be taking this like he's a manager. Takedown. Psycho cutter. Now looking for the fairy tale ending to Dax Harwood. 1, 2, and kick out 2 from Dax. A quick dive to the outside from Tommaso Ciampa to Dax Harwood. I'm still baffled by Johnny Gargano's, like, not moving here. Johnny Gargano right by the fight, you know. Maybe a little bit of movement can help him. It just seems like Johnny Gargano is just stunned here. 7 count by the ref. An 8 count. Maybe looking for the count out victory. And going after Cash there. I think we might see a count out. And we do have a count out victory from DIY. And Tommaso looking a bit pissed there about this whole thing. And Johnny Gargano, I don't know what came over Johnny Gargano there. Like, that was a tag match. We'll have more updates on that later, but I guess congratulations to DIY for getting the victory there, even though it was a count out. And yeah, that's unfortunate. We're now at our semi-main event and going into a different tag match here tonight. What's the Master Ciampa looking a little bit annoyed about what just happened. We're now here and we're going to have the team of Damage Control with Io, Sky and Asuka. And there's Dakota Kai alongside Io Sky.
Damage Control from Tokyo, Japan. Io Sky.
Against Sparkle and a partner of her choosing. Now, for context of what happened last week, we were sort of confused why Asuka came out to attack our I wouldn't say our our champion attacked like Sparkle, and that is because of the fact of Damage Control ties, because I had forgotten that Dakota Kai is part of Damage Control as well as Asuka as well as Io Shirai, and thus Asuka just came out here to help better the odds for Dakota Kai next week when she is fighting for the title against Sparkle Siren. And that's why Sparkle's out here tonight, out here with Damage Control fully, watching this match as a manager. And currently we've got our next person out here representing Damage Control still, and that is the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. Getting the loss last week.
From Osaka, Japan.
In fact, I think both Damage Control members lost last week, but they are now teaming together. There's technically 3 people on one corner because, you know, Dakota Kai is there and all. But Asuka is planning to hopefully avenge the loss. Hopefully getting that victory that she desperately desires. And that's why she's entering in this match. Dancing her way across the ring, going up to the top turnbuckle. They are removing the mask to show the face paint of a warrior that is about to cause some fucking carnage in COEW wrestling. And there you go, both women waiting for the other. And now we're going to see who is Sparkle Siren picked as the mystery partner of hers.
From North Carolina.
Oh, fuck. Oh, dear. Well, I didn't expect this from a mile away, but I guess we should have noticed since last week Sarah did attack Asuka with a chair out of frustration, we thought. Maybe out of frustration, I don't know now, of losing the Women's Championship to Sparkle Siren. But it seems like Zera answered the call of arms and will be helping Sparkle Siren here tonight against Damage Control. And that is very, very interesting that Zera is the one to be answering the call to arms, as I would think that Zera would want, you know, like, she'd want Sparkle Siren to be injured, to be the one to take the beatings, to be the one weakened for her to get down there. It's why she attacked Asuka with a steel chair after the belt, and we're still not condoning that, by the way. And yet she's now here, willing to fight alongside her? This is an interesting development here. And Zera pointing at herself, pointing that she should be the champion. She should have gold around her waist, but she doesn't. And she may even try to correct that here tonight. The crowd not really alongside her, but definitely surprised in all that Sparkle Siren would choose her in this. But also, if we want to think about it, if they did put their differences aside, this is a good person to pick on this team. Zera would do anything to get back the title, and have proven so in the Women's Chaos Chamber by pedigreeing someone literally on the steel grate in order to get the title. So this could be, like, the difference maker between the two teams. But within also saying that, we have now got Sparkle Siren going to be making her way out of here with the Women's Championship. The crowd coughing over the smoke that has just appeared, and there is our Women's Champion staring from the darkness out into the crowd.
Women's Action Heavyweight Champion, Stunning Stud.
Sparkle starting with the COEW Wrestling Women's Championship. I don't know how this partnership will go, because Sparkle and Zero are definitely not on good terms the last time we saw. The attack after the bell was because of frustration. We know this. We know Zero requested that match specifically because she needed to get her frustrations out on someone, because she lost the title to Sparkle Siren, and now they're teaming together? There are so many questions that I have with this partnership. Like, will it be functional? Can they coexist in this battlefield? And I truly don't know, and I guess that's the magic of this. But Sparkle is more ready than anything so far that I have seen. And this could be a all-out war in this tag team match, in the semi-main event. And we're now going to take away to inside the ring. We have Io Sky starting off the match with Zero by the looks of it. And Zero not even paying attention to Sparkle there. Just seemingly starting off the match, and Io quickly taking Zero into the corner before doing a cartwheel takedown, and then immediately tagging out to Asuka. Asuka going after Zero, swapping out immediately. Probably Io wanting to have a little bit of a piece of Sparkle there. And they don't really want Zero, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess. A quick kick to the spine right there. Or just like changing interchangeably. Like they're trying to do that. Oh, quickly dodging underneath the lariat there. Double underhook. Ooh. Double under backbreaker straight to Zero. Zero known for having some spinal issues in the past. This will not be doing good for her. Kick to the stomach. Now trying to stomp on the arms themselves. And then trying to throw into the corner. Dakota Kai removing the turnbuckle padding on the corner. Dakota Kai already making a nuisance of herself in this match. Asuka looking to do some stomps to the back of the head or the shoulder of Zero, and I'm going in for the cover here. Only a one count, but Zero's not really got that much offense. If at all, and referee's now distracted. Trying to put the turnbuckle back together. And Zero is just a woman overhand in the corner, looking for some strikes. Going in for a big boot. A big stomp into the chest. Going in for a tag here. Just Sparkle. Sparkle with a stomp again in the corner. Kick to the gut. Looking for a bunch of kicks there. Hip attack straight to the face. Asuka with a double hook carry over into the other side of the corner. Drop down. And with a kick to the side. Thrown into the corner. Why has Dakota Kai got a sledgehammer on the outside? I just want to point out. Code breaker straight to the nose. Now what is the plan here? What is the idea? Both women staring at each other prone. For Asuka reaching up. And I guess taunting at Sparkle. Sparkle getting up over her own accord. Looking to be placed into the corner again. And a quick elbow strike straight to the throat. Stomp to the gut. And a quick powerbomb takedown into the canvas. And a spear down. So far, Asuka seems to be getting the overhand on top of Sparkle. A quick throw into the corner there. And the elbow strikes in the corner, landing in across the jaw. Io getting in the ring there. Io not taking chances by the looks of it. But Asuka quickly kicking out one. Big boot in the corner as well. Zero looking not impressed by that. And again, just turning almost at zero there. And then immediately going in and just doing their own thing. They're not really cooperating. There's a functional team here playing against a dysfunctional one. Again, Dakota Kai removing the turnbuckle pad, but I think got ejected by the ref. Nope, not ejected. I misspoken. Maybe a warning by the ref. The referee did see the turnbuckle pad being taken off. And now Io staying in the ring whilst both women are on the outside. Going in for a sidewalk slam. Io, and then again thrown away around the ring. Asuka looking to stay on the ropes this time around. And Io Shirai, Sky taking out Zero over to the outside, making sure one of the threats cannot be tagged in this fight. Going down under, going over. Quickly with an elbow stroke, but that did not really work. Going in for a wheelbarrow attempt, failed. Oh, never mind. Referee sees the turnbuckle post being exposed, and then Io Shirai landing chest first into it. Backfiring on damage control of it being exposed. Zero with the tags. The referee isn't actually doing anything with that corner now. Quick double knee strike straight to the face. Zero shouting at the ref like, fix it. And probably not a good idea because Zero goes for the pedigree, looking for the pinfall, and the referee is nowhere to be seen for it. 1, 2, 3. That would have been a 3 count, even though I did say 3 after the 3 thing. I was already trying to say that. Now trying to go in for a cover air 1, and only a 1 count. Going in the corner, smashing the head in. Elbow strike. Quick stomp to the gut. DDT. Going in for the tag. Clothesline takedown. A Russian leg sweep. Io Sky quickly getting up. The hot tag immediately being cut off by Io Sky. And going in for the pinfall right here. 1. Only a 1 count. Zero is not the freshest one in here. It is Sparkle out of those two. With Damage Control being the team that they are. Probably got this under control. Now immediately going into the ring goes Asuka. Quick Russian leg sweep takedown to Asuka, but Asuka quickly getting back up. And a quick kick to the, like a spinning heel kick there. And immediately a running hip attack taking on Sparkle Siren. 1 and a breakup of the pinfall. Sarah actually breaking up a pinfall attempt here. Asuka not taking it lightly though. Hooking the arm round and quickly with a slam there on the arm. Sarah rolling to the outside. Sparkle using that distraction hopefully to get a net breaker in. Trying to get some of that offense a little bit. Sarah going back on top. Straight jacket suplex. 1, 2. And a break up with a pinfall. Big boot. Going in for the tag here. Sarah being out in the fight. They're wanting to do something there, but quickly being shut down by Asuka. Asuka throwing into the ropes. Ducks down. Oh, spinning heel kick failed there. Putting Asuka on the ropes. Tagging in Sparkle. A little bit slow movements there from Sarah. A little bit more slower than usual. A little bit more gingerly as well. A quick knee strike, or no, not a knee strike, a hip attack there. Going in for the cover, not the cover, the tag. Going in for a combination of strikes. Suplex. Beautiful suplex, my ad. Just quickly swapping in and out. And now Asuka jumping up top. Double drop kick, nailing it. And Sparkle looking for the Shining Wizard. Nailing it in the canvas. Going for the cover here. But the referee's distracted by Dakota Kai. On the outside of the ring. And then Io Shirai breaking up the pinfall immediately. Dakota Kai being the difference maker in that equation. Would pop up knee straight to the gut and then immediately a roundhouse kick to the head. Sparkle was back down on the canvas. That could have been the win if Damage Control was not alongside of it. I'm surprised that Dakota hasn't been ejected yet for all the crimes that she's done during this match. But I'm not the referee. The referee's decision is the referee's decision. I am not the ref. Just this ref has fucked up 3 times here tonight. Now going after the arms. Asuka showing that she is not that injured, showing she's more determined to fight than ever before. Now quickly taking on Sparkle from the ring apron. Io Sky trying to throw in Sarah and Asuka. Going around the head. Going to quickly do an Irish whip in the corner. And looking for the Sky Princess. Genius of the Sky. To land it in the corner. And immediately double running knees into the corner. Knocking out Zera. Stomping over as disrespect. 1, 2. And a kick out / break up of the pinfall on 2. But I don't think it's going to be lasting much longer because it's now time for the moonsault. Connects. 1, 2. And a kick out 2. Kicking out of the finisher right there. Now looking for possibly a second moonsault. Probably from Damage Control's corner. Missing it. A little bit of frustration was all the time that Sarah needed to get back into this fight. Quickly thrown into the corner with Sparkle punching her out of the corner. Tagging in right now between the both women. And Sparkle lifting it up. Going around, going to throw her into the ropes. Pop up into the sky before dropping down. Crashing into earth. Slicing the throat saying get up. Now trying to do everything she can. Io Shirai not really getting up at any cost, and so Sparkle's now just dealing with the issue on the ground, targeting the arms. Really, you should be targeting the legs. But the levels of frustration brewing over at the moment between these two. Elbow straight to the side of the head. Now Asuka and Zera are both back in the ring. This match happened last week. Asuka getting the upper hand of Zera. Trying to not make the same mistake that happened last time. Now locking in those kicks. And a quick spinning background, spinning double roundhouse kick into the side of the head of Zera, taking her down, but Sparkle saving the day. Sparkle getting off of the ring apron there, probably saving her own hide. But Asuka just not really forgiving or forgetting, quickly taking down Sparkle before possibly tagging in Io Shirai. Sarah not going in the ring. In fact, waiting for Asuka to come to the outside before throwing her back in. Trying to get at least some time before she gets clocked there. And she definitely got enough time with a jumping clothesline taking down Asuka. And now going up on the top rope again. Double axe handle to the outside. Someone got elbows to the spine. Big flexing on them. And throwing it into the ring. And then throwing it into the corner. Tagging in. Sparkle right there. A knee strike there. Double knees. Maybe a double suplex happening. Actual teamwork being put on display. Spinning heel kick. Looking for the Shining Wizard once again. But Io gonna be breaking up the pinfall immediately, even before the count. It's just too much over onto the other side. Now Sparkle has to launch the stomps to the face. Going in for the cover again. 1, 2. A kick out of 2 there. Asuka barely holding it in this fight. A brief look could mean all of the differences right now. And now looking for the pedigree of her own. Could this be it? Io will need to get in the ring to break it up once again. But I don't think so. Zera pinning Asuka again in order to get the victory. And celebrating with each other, defeating Damage Control. How? Clearly tension was there the entire time. And there was a little bit of teaming at the end. But what did Sparkle have to do to get Zera's help to get the win here tonight? I don't know. We will have to find out at a different point, because it is time for our main event coming up next in Cult of Edward Wrestling. It is the number 1's contendership for the Cult of Edward Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. 2 Cult of Edward Wrestling showcase matches between debuting superstars, and both of them are here to square off. Cult of Edward Wrestling Empire Revival showcase match. It wasn't even meant to be for the number 1's contenders originally, but both matches have delivered exponentially on each other's front, and now it is time for that match to happen. And as you can see, Ilya Dragunov is fucking fired up. Marching down to the ring, the Mad Dragon, the Tsar, whatever you call him, he is ready to fight. He managed to beat Gunther. He managed to beat Jester. He managed to beat Serrano in this match to earn the chance to become number 1's contender here tonight. As well as Damian Priest, which we will get onto later when he shows up. But he is leading a symphony of the crowd behind him, ready and trained for 2 weeks for this opportunity. 2 weeks for this. And, you know, we haven't seen Jim at all since he won the belt, but whoever wins this will be facing Jim down the road for the title. They get the first dibs on it, and honestly, with both of these men, there are different matches. There are complete different matches, both of which I want to see. But it is the unpredictable, dangerous Ilya Dragunov that will happily endure pain to get through to the finals and get through to getting the gold and becoming champion. Or will it be the person who would distribute pain, the person whose former name was Punishment Martinez?
Representing the Judgment Day from New York
The man
City, Weighing in at 249 pounds.
who can dish out as much as he is given. Damian Priest. Damian Priest has got the power advantage, but that hasn't stopped Ilya Dragunov before. Remember, Ilya Dragunov has beaten Gunther. He has beaten against big guys before. He can take on Damian, but Damian also has the quickness. He has the kickboxing skills. He has a lot of things on his side as well, that this is possibly an even match. This can go either way between these two. I don't think Damian Priest is going to let up lightly in order to try to secure the number one contenders. I don't think Ilya Dragunov is going to let up lightly. I think this is going to be an all-out war in the main event here tonight for your entertainment and to see which one would want to get the first shot as champion. And Damian Priest a little bit more calm and collected than Ilya Dragunov, trying to take things at his own pace. The bell has been rung. The match has started. And now it is time for us to go with the arms, and they're quickly going after the arms right there, trying to wear down the shoulder a bit, but Ilya Dragunov says, nah, son. And Dragunov with a running knee strike to Damian in the corner, and Dragunov getting the upper hand after Damian did at the start. Going in for the cover on Damian Priest. One, a kick out of one. Damian not laying up a single bit. Kick to the spine. Damian being lifted up in the ring. Probably going to be put on the ropes, but Damian quickly fighting out of Ilya Dragunov's grapples. Is now looking for I thought it was going to be like a snapmare there, but then just being taken down to the ground. Damian Priest with a springboard of his own. Springboard flying forearm. From inside the ring, taking down Dragunov. Now going around behind. And now looking to end Ilya Dragunov. Oh no, just wrenching on the arms a little bit there. I mean, that is probably a good idea. It stops the H-bombs from happening. Torpedo Moscow still a brutal move that could happen at any point, but the H-bombs at least being put on hold because of it is probably a good idea. Now trying to dislocate the shoulder even more. Trying to wrench out that socket, trying to be like, pop! And like that man just like not doing so well. And Damian Priest using the power and muscle that he has against Ilya Dragunov. That hand is underneath the rope, ref, but it is only a 2 count. Ilya Dragunov getting a kick out there, and it's already only a 2 count. But looks of it, Damian's looking to end things early, looking for possibly the razor's edge. Shout out to Scott Hall, may he rest in peace. Looking for it and nailing it on the ropes, bouncing the back of the neck on the ropes. That could be career ending. And that was a quick match against Ilya Dragunov. I think he might have been injured there. What a win, and Damian Priest is your new number 1 contender. And whoa, I'm not sure how. Oh, and both men shake hands right there. That is sportsmanship we like to see in COEW wrestling. But Damian Priest, your new number 1 contenders against Jim for the COEW Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. And may I say thank you all very, very much for watching COEW Wrestling here today. Tune in next week for COEW Wrestling, and we'll see you there. Thank you very, very much for watching tonight.
Hungry, you fed.